The afternoon sun scorched the tidy duplex at 312 Oakwood Drive, casting long shadows over the manicured lawn. Upstairs, 17-year-old Lily Harper sprawled across her cluttered bed, blonde hair fanned over pastel pillows, her manicured nails tapping furiously on her iPhone. She tried connecting to the Wi-Fi 10 times in 15 minutes, each attempt failing. "What is going on?" she muttered, her voice sharp with irritation. The password she'd used for months, without ever paying for, was suddenly invalid. She tried variations, password 123, guess Wi-Fi, even lazy tenant. Nothing worked. Lily's room screamed privilege. Designer clothes littered the floor, a sleek laptop and the latest AirPods sat on her nightstand, and a wall of photos showcased her luxury hauls. To her, these were just everyday essentials. But now, her Snapchat streaks were breaking, a social catastrophe. She leapt up, knocking over a stale Starbucks cup, and stormed downstairs, shrieking, "Mom, the Wi-Fi's dead." Silence. Diane Harper was likely at her weekly wine-and-wine session, griping about how the world wronged her. Lily's suspicion zeroed in on Marcus Reed, their downstairs tenant. He'd lived there for 2 years, and she knew nothing about him except his skin color and that he paid rent. His quiet demeanor and sharp suits annoyed her for reasons she couldn't articulate. Barefoot, she grabbed her phone and marched outside, her steps thumping on the porch. Around the corner, she spotted Marcus on his small patio, watering a row of vibrant plants. Dressed in a crisp navy suit, tie loosened, he looked exhausted yet composed, tending his garden with care. "Hey," Lily barked, waving her phone like a weapon. "Did you change the Wi-Fi password?" Marcus glanced up, his face calm but guarded. He'd endured the Harper's hostility for years and knew minimal engagement was safest. "Good evening, Lily," he said, setting down his watering can. "The internet's in my name. I secure it properly." "Secured it?" she exploded. "We've used that Wi-Fi forever. You can't just change it." Marcus raised an eyebrow. "I pay for it. I can manage my own service." Her face flushed with fury. Logic whispered he was right, but Lily didn't do logic. "This is so typical," she spat, pacing his patio. "You people always make things difficult. We've done nothing to you." The words hung heavy. Marcus's jaw tightened, but his voice stayed even. "I just want control over my service." "That's reasonable." "Reasonable." Lily's voice had a pitch that could shatter glass. "What's reasonable about cutting off your landlord's family? My mom owns this place." She started recording, a reflex for her TikTok audience where she played the eternal victim. "Here's our tenant," she narrated, aiming the camera at Marcus, "thinking he can cut us off from our Wi-Fi. This is what happens when you're nice to people." Marcus stood still, arms crossed, his expression a mix of patience and exhaustion. "I work long hours, pay my bills, and keep to myself," he said quietly. "Surely you understand wanting control over what you pay for." But Lily didn't understand. Raised to get her way, she saw his boundaries as an attack. "You're doing this to spite us," she accused, waving her phone. "Well, I won't let you win." Marcus sighed, picking up his watering can. "If you need internet, there are providers who'd be happy to set you up. We shouldn't have to pay when you already do," she retorted, blind to the irony. "We have different ideas of fairness," Marcus said, turning to his plants. His dismissal enraged her. "You'll regret this," she hissed. "My mom doesn't take kindly to disrespect." Marcus paused, a flicker of pain crossing his face before he said, "I'm sure she doesn't." "Good evening, Lily." As he walked inside, Lily stood fuming, still recording, unaware that this petty Wi-Fi dispute would unravel her entire world. Diane Harper's SUV screeched into the driveway, tires marking the concrete. At 52, Diane was a master of weaponized privilege, her platinum bob and designer outfit screaming entitlement. "Lily," she bellowed, stepping out. Lily raced over, phone in hand. "Mom, thank God. The tenant changed our Wi-Fi password and went off on me." Diane's eyes narrowed. She'd loathed Marcus since he moved in, his quiet dignity grating on her chaotic life. "Show me," she demanded. Lily played her edited video, framing herself as reasonable, and Marcus as hostile. Diane watched it twice, her rage building. "Unacceptable," she declared. "Who does he think he is?" "He was so rude," Lily added, "acting like it's his internet." Diane paced, heels clicking. "He's been trouble since day one. Too quiet, too secretive. He's hiding something." The Harpers had a history of tormenting Marcus with baseless complaints. His plants attracted bugs. They didn't. His music was loud. It wasn't. His cooking smelled. It never did. Diane had even called the police twice, claiming suspicious activity, only for officers to find nothing. "He's testing us," Diane said, her voice venomous. "He picked the wrong family." "What do we do?" Lily asked. Diane's smile was icy. "How about friends on the force? A wellness check or noise complaint should remind him who's in charge." Lily felt a twinge of unease. This felt bigger than their usual complaints. Diane dialed a contact. "Mike, it's time for a favor," she said. "Swing by tonight. Make it clear some people have connections." That night, Lily heard car doors slam. From her window, she saw 2 police cruisers at Marcus's door. Officers pounded on it, then barged in. Shouts and crashes echoed, twisting her stomach. When the police left, Marcus's garden lay trampled, his plants scattered like wreckage. The next morning, Diane was on the phone gloating. "Keep an eye on him, Mike. You know how these types get." Lily peered outside. Marcus stood amid the destruction, broom in hand, his usually neat appearance disheveled. His face wasn't angry or sad, just resigned, a look too heavy for anyone to bear. He swept up his ruined plants with ritualistic care, as if mourning them. "Mom, maybe we went too far," Lily said. Diane scoffed, sipping coffee. "Too far? He needs to learn respect. Plants grow back. Lessons stick." But Lily wasn't so sure. Her phone buzzed with TikTok notifications. Her video had gone viral, but the comments stung. "Entitled brat, racist privilege. Let the man have his Wi-Fi." The backlash hit hard. She was used to praise, not this. "Everyone's mean online," she whined, showing Diane the comments. "Ignore them," Diane said. "They don't get it." But the criticism grew, spreading to Twitter and Reddit. A compilation of Lily's entitled TikToks surfaced, amplifying the hate. Panicked, she told Diane, "They think I'm a monster." Diane's patience snapped. "Show him we don't back down. Make him regret embarrassing us." Lily's wine-fueled plan was reckless. Sneak into Marcus's apartment while he was at work, film everything, and prove he was the villain. Diane approved, blind to the illegality. The next day, Lily watched Marcus leave in his suit, briefcase in hand. She jimmied his lock with a credit card, heart racing. "We're in," she whispered to her camera, stepping inside. The apartment was pristine, not the chaos she'd imagined. Minimalist furniture, law books, and family photos lined the walls. "This is nice," she admitted, panning her camera. The kitchen held fancy coffee gear. The bedroom, neatly hung suits. Nothing fit her narrative. Desperate, she rifled through drawers until she found a filing cabinet in his office. The first drawer held organized bills and receipts. Boring. The second had law enforcement certifications. "Wait," she said, pausing her recording. Marcus was a cop? The bottom drawer stuck, but when it opened, dust rose. Inside were old documents with official seals. Her eyes caught 3 words. Marcus Reed versus Harper PD. Her blood ran cold. Harper, her mother's name. Trembling, she opened the folder. A lawsuit from 5 years ago detailed wrongful arrest, excessive force, and false testimony by Officer Diane Harper. Marcus, a detective in internal affairs, had been investigating corruption in Diane's unit. She'd falsely reported him as a suspect in a break-in, leading to a brutal arrest. Body cam footage later proved his innocence, but not before his career, health, and reputation were destroyed. Diane's lies had cost Marcus everything. Legal fees bankrupted him. Colleagues turned on him. A $2.3 million settlement came with a gag order, forcing his silence. Diane retired with a full pension, buying the duplex with hush money. She deliberately rented to Marcus to keep him close, tormenting him to silence him. The final document, a psychological evaluation, described Marcus's PTSD and resilience, breaking Lily's heart. Her phone, still recording, captured her horror. "Oh my God," she whispered. "What have we done?" Hearing Marcus's car, she snapped photos of the documents and fled, nearly colliding with him outside. His tired eyes met hers, a flicker of disappointment crossing his face. "I'm sorry," she blurted, running home, tears streaming. Bursting through the door, Lily screamed, "Mom." Diane appeared, expecting a triumphant report. "Did you find something?" she asked. "You're a monster," Lily sobbed, throwing her phone onto the couch. "I know what you did to Marcus." Diane paled. "I don't know what you're talking about," she stammered. Lily showed the photos. "You lied under oath. You destroyed his life to protect corrupt cops." Diane shrank, cornered. "It was complicated," she pleaded. "He was investigating good cops." "Good cops?" Lily laughed bitterly. "You gave him PTSD to save criminals." The truth hit harder. Diane had rented to Marcus to control him, her harassment a campaign to break him. "He's known who you are," Lily said, "and we've been torturing him." Lily's phone had recorded everything. Her breakdown, Diane's excuses. "I'm posting it all," she declared. Diane lunged for the phone, threatening, "I'll make you regret this. I still have friends." "That proves I'm right," Lily said, backing away. In her room, she spent 3 days researching police corruption and NDAs, crafting a plan. Her TikTok confession was raw. "My name is Lily Harper, and my family did something terrible." She posted the documents, her story, and her shame. The videos went viral. News outlets picked up the story, exposing a web of corruption. #Justice for Marcus trended as victims shared their stories. Diane's NDA was voided, freeing Marcus to speak. He issued a calm statement, trusting the legal system. Diane, desperate, claimed Lily was unstable, but the evidence was undeniable. 3 months later, Diane was arrested for perjury and conspiracy. 7 officers were indicted, and the department restructured. Marcus spoke at a press conference, advocating for reform and praising Lily's courage. She lost her mother and old life, but gained purpose, studying criminal justice. The duplex was sold. Marcus moved to a new home, rebuilding his garden. Lily moved to her aunt's, becoming a victims' rights advocate. Years later, Marcus sent her updates about his garden and reform work. "Your choice changed everything," he wrote. Diane, released after 3 years, lived in obscurity, her life in ruins. The Wi-Fi fight had exposed a deeper truth. Respect, dignity, and justice matter. One TikTok sparked a reckoning, proving even small acts of courage can dismantle corruption. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What are your views on the themes of violence and injustice in this story? Do you think Lily's actions were justified? Should Marcus have pursued further legal action against Diane? Share your stance, and let's spark a discussion.